Hello kids, let's start with our EVS subject, Chapter 8, Beginning of Settled Life. Introduction. In this chapter, we are going to study and understand the social organization and the culture of these village settlements. Beginning of domestication of animals and agriculture. Domestication of animals. Animals like dog, goat, sheep, cattle, buffalo, etc. are very useful to man. The three main steps in the domestication of a species of animals are as follows. Capture of the wild animals. Taming the captured animals, that is, training them to live with humans. Getting useful materials like milk, meat, etc. and training them to work for humans. This is how animal can be domesticated. In this way, animals can be domesticated and can be used for our use. This is called animal husbandry. First animal to be domesticated by man was the dog, which helped him in hunting. Other animals domesticated afterwards were goat, sheep, etc. Agriculture. As per the archaeological study, agriculture began first in Israel and Iraq some 11,000 years ago. It was the women who started the cultivation first. They used pointed sticks to sow seeds. In some tribes, still, this method is used. The stick was made heavy using a perforated stone to dig deeper into the soil. Because of agriculture, people started staying in one place. Later on, the plough was used. This was pulled by animals. This increased the agricultural production, and so agriculture became the main livelihood to the people. And now, for better crops, people started worshipping nature and other deities. This gave importance to sharing agricultural products, water resources, and security of the village settlements. This led to establish rules, customs, traditions, etc. And so, due to agriculture, social system, that is society, came into being. Special skills and various occupations. Let us see what it is. Here we go. People in the Old Stone Age and Middle Stone Age obtained their food by hunting and gathering, but they could not store it for a long time, and so all men and women were engaged in this. But due to agriculture, people were able to produce ample food grains and were also able to store it for a long time. And so members of the community had spare time. They started using the spare time for their natural creativity to develop special skills. People were given work as per their skills. This gave rise to crafts like making earthen pots, beads, etc. It was the women of New Stone Age who made earthen pots and other earthen objects by hand. Community life based on mutual cooperation. The new society formed in the village settlement was now divided into different sections. The farmers who had food grains in abundance now wanted their agriculture implements to be made and repaired by skilled craftsmen. In return, they would pay them in the form of food grains or any other articles. Further, these craftsmen who needed raw materials would get it from far off places. The price of raw materials was paid in the form of food grains, articles, etc. This system of buying and selling was established and called barter system. Even for trading of salt, which was an essential commodity, this system was used. As salt had to be traded from far off places, trade expanded in the New Stone Age political system. Rules and regulation were made for mutual cooperation in order to keep the system of trade and distribution run smoothly during Asian trade. Asian trade routes. You can see the map given over here. The seniors in the village who were responsible for implementation became the chief of the villages. Their duty was to protect the village. In this way, administrative system was established. From the archaeological evidence, protective walls and moats around the village has been excavated. These walls were built to protect the village from wild animals, floods, or from outsiders who used to steal the cattle. Structure of the house. In the beginning of the New Stone Age, houses were made up of wattle and dub. The walls were screens woven from sticks or bamboos plastered with mud or cow dung. Later, as the population increased, village settlements became permanent and expanded. And now, houses built were quadrangular in shape and sun-dried bricks were used. In some houses, there were more than one room, and houses were built very close to each other. Depending on the local climate, styles of constructing houses differed. The next topic is village settlement, kinship, and family. Let us see what are the details about it. People staying in village settlements belong to one community. They were closely related to one another. Thus, the entire village was one family and closely related with each other. Yes, we all love the family. In the same manner, in ancient time, they used to love the family. Burying the dead. The dead person was buried either in the house or in the courtyard. This was because of the person's bond with the family. The family used to bury various articles used by the dead person when alive, assuming that the same would be used after death.